Ty said for a couple of weeks that regardless of the record, you guys weren't playing up to your potential and you were still missing too many open shots and there was a lot of room to improve. Has the last two games been, I guess, what the team's capable of?
That's what we're capable of, and we've been doing it on both ends the last couple of games. And obviously, people are going to look at the shooting, the way we're shooting the three ball right now, but defensively we stepped it up more now, and that's the good thing for me. That's what I like to see. We know we're a team that at the end of the day we have to defend, we have to move the ball offensively, and then everything else kind of trickles down from there. So it's been some good ball as of late.
Defense, is that attention to detail? Is that effort?
It's a little bit of everything. It's attention to detail, it's effort, it's communication, that goes in with that, and we've been doing that.
The way scoring has improved, half the league is averaging more than 100 possessions. Ty said you can't judge defense the way you used to with 24 points a quarter, and that's out the window. How do you define good defense? How do you judge it?
I think the effort. If you're giving the effort, teams are so many great teams, so many great sets, so many great players that teams are going to score. But if you're giving the effort, you're contesting shots, multiple effort. If something breaks down, but your team is covering for you, and if they still make the shot, you can live with that. And I think that's what we've been doing. And teams are still going to, like you said, it's more possessions now today. The caliber of plays and the sets and the players putting more points on the board. So I just like to see the effort. When we have the effort and the communication, then we're really good team defensively.
It's only been 2 games, but Kevin's production, is that process of finding him in his spots, or is it just him hitting shots and not hesitating as much as he used to?
I don't know. I think he's just back to the Kev that he knows he's capable of being. And for him, I don't look at it as just 2 games. He's been doing it his whole career. He's just been shooting the ball extremely well. No hesitation. We're looking for him. He's looking for his shot, and he's just been on time and on target.
I'm not saying that last year you would have lost tonight, but if you remember, there were several games against lesser teams that just didn't work out. Do you think you guys have evolved past that to where, when you're in a game that the mismatch is obvious, that you're mature enough to handle all those games?
Well, only time will tell. It's still early in the season. It's still November. And for us, we just want to get better every day. And we don't look at the record. We look at our opponent. We understand who we're playing. We look at the matchups and the keys to victory from our coaching staff, and we're going to try to execute that. And, we feel like if we do that, no matter, what the team that we're playing against, we give ourselves a good chance to win. That's all that matters.
We talked to Kevin about tomorrow and the Ohio State game. You guys are doing some really cool things this year as a team. Is that just the way the schedule has fallen, or is this team just naturally finding more cool things to do together as a team?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think it's more the way the schedule has fallen. It's allowed us to go to some World Series games. We actually, game 1 was they pushed the time back, so we was able to go to that game, and then the next day we didn't have a game, so we was able to go to another game, and throughout the whole playoffs, it was kind of worked out that way, and with tomorrow, us playing Sunday, we have an opportunity to go down to Columbus and watch a unbelievable, battle between 2 great, colleges. So, I think it's just it's the schedule, but also at the same time we have a great coach that understands history, I guess. And stuff like this doesn't always come around. World Series in your backyard, and obviously our Buckeyes have been very successful, but you don't know how many times it's going to happen. So you go down to Columbus for a 2-3 matchup. It's perfect timing.
How much fun is this going to be to be there as a fan?
I don't know. We'll see. They go ahead and take care of business. It's going to be really fun.
but you've been able to, like you were saying, to go to these games as a fan.
Yeah. Well, it's I don't want to say it's fun. It's almost like it's very, I guess, humbling, and it's like I just appreciate it. I grew up watching World Series games and watching finals games and watching rivals, North Carolina versus Duke, and Ohio State versus Michigan, and watching all these rival games. And for me to be in a position where I can actually go see them live, being a sports fan, it's pretty cool.
Will you address them before the game?
No, I don't think so. It hasn't come up. I'm a little weird about doing that.
Why?
I would rather, if I was to do it, it would be like the game before. But the day of the game, I I get a little weirded out about that because if they lose, then I feel like I had something to do. I don't like that. I don't really like that. I don't like it.
At one point,
Sorry.
like, you kind of went back to your whiteout days with a nice bomb from Kevin. Put up the touchdown sign.
Yeah, I mean, I've been in that position quite a lot. Going out and running a streak route and just, listen, I could just hear my wide receiver coach in my head saying, get it at its highest peak. You get the ball at its highest peak, then you don't get the cornerback or the safety an opportunity to take it from you. So, Kev, I mean, he's been doing that since grade school. Doing those outlet passes from his chest or over the head or whatever the case may be, and I'm just happy to be on the other end of it.
Seemed like you wanted one earlier in the game.
Yeah, and it's up to him. I mean, he's a quarterback. I'm just a receiver. You always see the receiver doing like this. You don't always get it, but just let him know I'm open. I'm open.
Like we saw this with the Warriors last year where they were champs and then they started the way they did and they just kind of set a tone for how everyone views them. Is that something that can happen in this league? And do you feel like you guys are doing it given you're coming off a championship and it's scoring the way you're scoring? Do you feel like you're setting a tone and almost putting an opponent at a disadvantage to where if it doesn't start out early, they're in a hole they can't?
Well, I think we set a tone from the beginning just knowing that the guys that played on the team last year came back better players. Kev, he got better. Kyrie got better. And it goes down to everybody else. We all just understand that we built a lot from last year, and we want to just continue that. No reason to take a step backwards with the position that we're in, the team that we have, the coaching staff that we have, and try to take advantage of that. And like I said, it's not the opponent. You got teams that going to always try to give us their best, but it's how we approach the game that's going to give us the best possible chance of winning after that.
Your turn to outscore Philly after the first quarter on Sunday.
Say that again?
Your turn to outscore Philly by yourself after the
Yeah, I said that on the bench too. I said, are we at a point now where we having one individual outscore opponents? We had Kev the other night, we had Kyrie tonight, and I said, yeah, it's my turn to do it on Sunday. We can hold Philly to 0 and I score 2 points. So we'll see how good we can play defensively.
Rob, what do you think the key is for the assist totals being where they are right now?
For who? For us as a team or for me?
For you.
Guys just making shots. For me, I just got to put the ball where all of my guys got to do is just catch and finish. It's my responsibility to know how my guys like the ball, if they like it with no seams or with seams. I know that might not make sense to some of you guys, but some of the guys like it.
How do you do that?
You just get the ball right in my hand before I throw it. I know the guys on our team that don't like seams. I know the guys that like seams. I know the guys that like the ball high when they catch it. I know the guys that like it low, midsection. So, I know exactly where, my guys want the ball, and I just try to put it on there on time, on target, where all they got to do is catch and fire. And, but they still got to knock down the shots, and that's how I get the assists. So it's those guys working on their craft that allows me to do that.
You play with a lot of talented teams, a lot of great players, but you've never assisted at this level before. So why now?
Well, first of all, we got two workhorses that's allowed to, that's capable of doing anything. And, with Kyrie, he's playing off the ball a little bit more this year. So, when I'm getting the ball to him, he's catching and shooting. Kev is catching and shooting, and obviously we missed Channing tonight, but he's doing the same thing. You add JR and the rest of our group in there. Guys are just, just knocking down shots. They work on their craft every day, and I'm just the recipient of getting the assist.
Yeah, I think it's make or miss, but also just shooting my shots that are there, just not hesitating on them. I think catching them in rhythm and shooting them. So many times when smaller guys closing out, I might, shot fake them, try to get to the lane, like I had been doing before that, and trying to get to the free throw line. But I think it's been there really the last 2 games, but all season long. And yeah, it's just definitely a make or miss league as well. But just continue to put the work in, and the results are showing for really our entire team.
I mentioned that a few minutes ago. You said you're not hesitating to decide. Did he approach you about that at all, or is that something you came to realize on your own?
No, I just watched a lot of film with Phil Handy. And I saw that I was doing that because so many guys closed out to me so hard, but having my size, I'm able to get the ball off quick if I just catch and shoot. I think I saw that, and I've been able to do that. I think that's only going to open up more for everybody. So, it feels good right now.
Kev, why is this team so locked in right now defensively, especially early?
I think that we see that, when we get the ball off the glass and we get hold the team to one shot stop and break on the other end, we're so tough to guard. You see that with the way that we spray out to the three or get to the free throw line, or those guys play downhill. So I think it's just such a big effort on the defensive end for us to get a stop and get off to the races.
Kevin, at this time last year, there were a lot of questions about, hey, did you guys see what the Warriors did? Did you see, every night, you see what the Warriors did? And now you're champs, and you're playing the way that you are. So I would pose it a different way. Do you see how you two both kind of seem like on a collision course? Like you're both, you guys put up 137, they beat someone by 49. You guys win by 38. It's just like every night,
Right.
You two are just tearing everybody else apart. Do you see this collision course coming?
Well, it's two really good teams. I mean, they lose Barnes and Bogut and a couple other guys, and they add Durant. So they're a very, very good team. There's a number of good teams in the West. The East continues to get better. So I think that there are some juggernaut teams in this league, but there are also a lot of quality teams that at any given night, and you always see matchups in any circumstance that are tough. It'll be interesting to see how it all plays out. But I think both teams are playing good basketball right now.
You outscored Portland the other night in the first quarter. Kyrie did it tonight. Is it Bron's turn next?
Yeah, it's Bron's turn. You got to do it Sunday. No, it's Kyrie had a great thing going tonight, great rhythm. I don't think until the almost midway through the third quarter he missed a shot. So he was playing great. That's him, man. He made some really tough shots. Had a great rhythm going, and he's been that way all year. So you expect nothing less.
What's the coldest temperature you've attended a football game?
I don't even know what to expect. I think we're going to be undercover in some sort of a heated room, but I feel bad for some of the rest of our traveling team who's going to be out there. It'll be tough to have to be bundled up and have the scarves and hats and layer up. So it'll be fun. It'll be a lot of fun to see that tomorrow. I'm excited.
You had no problem wearing a tribe jersey. You got UCLA.
I talked to Dunleavy about it already. He said he can't do it. I'm not going to go as far as say that I'd ever wear something of a rival, especially when I am a fan of you kind of adopt where the city that you're in. You adopt certain teams, like you mentioned, the Tribe, and I'll definitely be pulling for Ohio State tomorrow. But yeah, it's tough when I went to UCLA, and I'll still have a favorite in the game, but I'll be 1 foot in, almost 1 foot out kind of. I don't mean that really. I'm going to be pulling for Ohio State.
You guys some pretty cool stuff. World Series and now tomorrow.
We were just talking about that before the game. Like I was talking to Dunleavy, we were sitting there getting treatment, and we said we've been able to do some really, really cool stuff. And this is for Mike. It's been like his first 3 or 4 months here. He's got to do some pretty cool stuff. So.
Well, I was going to say, I think like a bunch of guys went to the Kanye concert. Is this just timing works out, or is this team do things that other NBA teams don't do?
I think both. I think we're all so close that we find ways to. It's like incentivized parenting almost. Like we find ways to, like if we win this many games, we can do this. Or, if we practice well, we play well, then we get to, do certain things like that. But I think a lot of it has also been timing as well, and in some ways we've kind of mastered the art of that.
Now, when you guys blow off practice in the playoffs to hit the Kentucky Derby,
right. Yeah, I'll make sure I have my suit ready and a hat ready.